Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Different, and welcome to Different's World YouTube channel. I hope you all out there are having a wonderful day like your girl, and if not, you better be manifesting, planning, and preparing for a better one because it's surely coming to y'all for sure. So, if this is your first time, you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Definitely, before you leave, hit that subscribe button. Oh, sorry. Before you do that, you might want to know a little bit about me. Yes, so for that being said, I'm an author, motivational speaker, and CEO of my own business, Third Eye Entertainment LLC, a business that strives to bring social awareness to society through our products and services in which we educate, inspire, and entertain all at once. So, with that being said, if this is your first time, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Definitely, you guys, if this is your second or third time back into Different's World, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Mondays to you guys out there. You know, on Mondays, we do our motivational content. And so this one is no different. This one, I think I titled it, what did I title it? Just went blank. Good Lord. What is it? Oh, yes. Death is certain. Victory is not. Now, hold on. Before you guys go off deep in, and while I'm talking about death and stuff, it's just the title. It's, like I said, as an author, writer, the first sentence you drop is the intention catcher to get people's attention. But we're not going to be delving into death and such with this motivation. But in topic of that, like I say, the death is certain, victory is not. And what I meant by that is you can choose or not choose to get up and go after yours and get your victory or not. But one thing is certain in life is that death is. And so whether if you live in life or you just sitting on the sideline, eventually one day you're going to have to give this life back. But before you do that, you can pick or choose victory or just victimhood. So which one is it going to be? Like I said, they come up like Cardi B or they come back like Robert D. There is no more in between. And so jumping right into and getting deeper into that, so many people out there, it's that's okay with being, complacent and comfortable with what they're sitting in and, not getting up and not trying, just doing the bare minimum. Those type of people, I want to talk to you out there and just, point that out for you guys. Whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, want to accept it or not, we all are going to have to go to that afterlife, that great beyond. We're going to die one day. And so why not, before you leave this earth, do all that you want to do, live the life you want, and live it up until, there is no more. You don't want to have to, look back on your life when you get older and say, man, I wish I would have did this, or if I had one more chance to go after it. Now is the chance. Now is the time, you guys. It's already 3 years ago, just about, since the pandemic hit, just that quick. Life goes by that fast, and we've lost, damn near 1 million people in the U.S. to COVID, man, and it's just like that. It's 3 years later, and we're still dealing with the aftermath of the pandemic. And so, hopefully, what that the pandemic has reiterated in so many people's lives out there, like it has mine, that it has, brought again back into perspective that life is not. Life is short. It's not guaranteed, and at any day, any time, any second, you can be here one day and gone the next. So let this inspire you to go after your dreams and go for yours, and not to give up. Even if, you're being told no more than once and you're facing no more than you expect. Right now, what it is for me, even though I promote my book with you guys, even on YouTube, Instagrams, I'm still hearing a lot of no's already. When I reach out to these people for, try to do interviews and getting on radio stations and TVs, of course, I'm hopeful and optimistic that they'll tell me yes and give me, a shot. But I'm okay in accepting and acknowledge that I may be told no. And I've already accepted that if I am told no, I will be okay. I will be all right. I'm just going to keep going and keep trying until I hear that yes. All it takes, like I said, is one yes. That's all you need. And so when you're going for your goals and your dreams and that victory, don't be afraid to face defeat and rejections. As a matter of fact, like I said in my previous vlogs, I think it was, I titled it, Why So Much Pain? It's that question that, that asks why God puts you through so much pain is to prepare you for your final destiny, for your victory. So, when you're facing these rejections, you're being told no and having all these doors shut in your face, that's just preparation for when you arrive and you get to, your destination point. You will know how to handle all the blessings that come to you, all the burdens that come to you. You will be able and accept, how to handle rejections when is really big for you, you know. I look back on the rejection I faced in college, and I thought, you know, looking back on it, man, their, you know, rejection is just God's redirection to the right people for me. And so you have to look at it like that at times. And so, again, don't be afraid to go after your dreams. And even if you fail, at least you've known, you tried, you gave it a shot. For me, like I said, and I know I'm not the only one out there that cannot live with the what if factor. I can't sleep at night knowing, you know, what if I didn't, you know, go after my dreams, or what if I didn't reach out to this person and try to get this interview? Who knows? Maybe they would have said yes. And so for me, that's why I go after it. Even if they tell me no, at least I know and I can move on, right? I don't like living in the past. I like putting things to rest and keeping it moving. So in order for me to do that, I have to face it head on, and so do you. And with that being said, you guys, like I said, when it comes to motivation, it takes more than one person for you guys to hear from. And so with that being said, check out this inspirational clip I found from Motiversity. It's called Make It Count. And then once we're done, we're going to come back and I'll give you guys a little bit more info on what's going on in Difernt. Well, yeah, here it is.
What's up, man? Made it back. Another 24 hours down. It's incredible. I'm proud of you for that. And I know you don't want to be here. I get it. That state of mind. It's tough. I understand that. But don't quit. Because if you quit, you're going to wind up right back where you started. Remember when you started, how bad and how desperate you were to be right where you are right now? Yeah, I remember that. You gotta keep that same attitude, man. You gotta keep moving forward. Keep pushing it.
Don't allow fear of failure and the allure, the attractiveness of playing it safe in life to draw you in. You can't get out of life alive. You got to die to leave here.
When you're asleep, ladies and gentlemen, you need your dreams. I'm here to tell you that when you're wide awake, you also need your dreams. You must have your goals. You'll never make it as a wandering generality. You must become a meaningful specific. If you're going to work tomorrow because that's what you did yesterday, you're not going to be as good tomorrow as you were yesterday, because now you're 2 days older and no closer to the goal which you do not have.
I'm telling you to keep going when you face opposition. I'm telling you to keep going when you face adversity. I'm telling you to keep going because
years from now, when you look back, make sure you remember one thing about this moment. That you gave everything you had. That you leaned in on those late nights and those early morning wake-ups. The hours upon hours in the books, the preparation, dedication, and the resilience. That you knew who you were and let it manifest and lead you into the future.
Hello, you can't get out of life alive. So there's no safe position. You can die in the bleachers or you can die on the field. You might as well come out on the field and have a good time, right?
No problem is permanent. Or you start thinking the problem's pervasive because I haven't handled my finances, my whole world's over. Or because my relationship's bad, my whole world's over. Or all this is happening because there's something wrong with me. Your life is bigger than that. People need a new perspective, and you can't do it by just sitting and thinking. You gotta move your body, you gotta change your energy and your focus, because low level of energy, I don't give a damn how smart you are, you're not gonna use all your ability. But if I get you into a higher state of being, mentally, emotionally, physically, then all of a sudden you start remembering who you are and you start coming up with answers that you never even thought were possible before.
Doesn't it really astonish you that you are this fantastically complex thing? And that you're doing all of this and you never had any education in how to do it? You never learned, but you're this miracle? It's one of the great wonders of life.
You aren't here to simply survive or navigate foreign territory. No, you were made for this moment.
Most of us have been conditioned not to take a risk. People ask me all the time, what does it take to be happy? And I always tell them it's really simple. One word, progress. Progress equals happiness. If you keep growing, you're gonna feel alive. And if you keep growing, you're gonna have more to give.
When you find the way out of no way, when you find breath that you don't have, when you find energy that did not exist, when you want this thing as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you find a way.
Doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself. Sometimes I have to pull myself out of bed and say, come on, Les. Things I know I should do, I don't do. Things I shouldn't do, I do. I found that the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
If you're willing to endure, to hang in just a little bit longer, give just a little bit more, if you're willing to put all of yourself into the task before you, you may just be amazed at what life gives back.
It doesn't matter how many statues, Oscars they give you, or Emmys, or how much money you have in the bank. We've all seen people have all those things, and I get the phone call because they're depressed, or somebody commits suicide in that area. So it's really an inner game, and I think that's what's missing for us today. Everybody's focusing on the outside world, and hell, there's a lot of things in the outside world you'll never be able to control. You can influence, but you can't control it. This, your mind, your emotions, your body, you have 100% control over what you do with these things, and that's where the game is won. You win the inner game, then you win the outer game. But a lot of people spent their life trying to win the outer game, they won, and they're miserable.
We're always worrying. Did I think this over long enough? Did I take enough data into consideration? And if you think it through, you find you never could take enough data into consideration. The data for a decision in any given situation is infinite. So what you do is, you go through the motions of thinking out what you will do about this. And then when the time comes to act, you make a snap judgment. It's amazing how often it works.
It's necessary that you have the mindset that I can do this. You've got to begin to believe and to fortify that belief and feed that belief by listening to tapes, going to seminars and workshops, by challenging yourself, by stretching yourself.
Don't get so wrapped up in what happened yesterday that you miss out on the opportunities that are waiting for you today. Remember, whenever one door closes, there is another door waiting for you.
So to me, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And so many people are focused on success still, which to me is like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like success is getting what you want. Fulfillment is living what you're made for.
To take the risk of doing what we want, which will work to the extent that we realize that what I want, basically, what I really want is what you want. And I don't know what you want. But I never would have discovered what I'm able to do right now if I wasn't willing to take a chance. And you've got to be willing to do that. You've got to believe in yourself.
All right, I want to change the world. I want to make the world a better place. I want to fulfill the promise. I want to make a difference. I want to be different for my own life. I want to be successful. How do you do it? One day, one choice, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 second, one decision at a time.
You want to become a risk taker. You want to raise the bar on yourself. Most people won't do that. See, most people engage in low life living, low risk living. This God said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there?
When you're serious about changing, all of you need to do, you don't have to tell anybody you're changing, just do it. Let your life speak, let your life scream, let your life shout, and let it speak so loud it will speak volumes that nobody can ignore it. Don't be offended if anybody else believes in you. You believe in you. You start making good choices. You start making good decisions.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that inspirational clip from Motiversity titled Make It Count. Be sure to check out their YouTube channel and show them some love. Before you do that, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But as you guys seen the video clip, basically in essence of what I was saying, you know, wake up every day with purpose and go after yours. Even if you fail, at least you know you tried, man, and try again. Even if you fail, get up and try again. Like my girl, rest in peace, Aaliyah would say, dust yourself off and try again. And so just keep in mind that death is certain and victory is not, and victory is a choice. You know, you can choose to get up and go after yours, or you can just choose to lay there and accept, you know, defeat and wait for death to come for you. And a victory, in my definition, is just the fact that you get up and you try. A try is a success for me. Nothing beats a failure but a try. And so shout out to anybody that's getting up and trying, man. I know it's hella hard out there, whatever you're facing, you know, and I'm not walking nobody else's shoes but mine. The shit that I have to go through, I'm barely hanging on as I mentioned, but I'm trying. And so shout out to anybody up there that's, you know, getting up and trying with their lives, even if it's you know, the bare minimum. At least you trying. So that's a success to me. That's a victory to me. Now imagine if you keep going after one failure after another and after another, and you will get there. And so try until you eventually make it. Okay? And so with that being said, you guys, if you like my video, like what I'm bringing, the content and the message that I'm dropping, you guys, be sure to show me by liking, sharing, comment, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. As well as, you guys, don't forget to check out my website, differenceworld.net. You guys can look at all my other social media handles and whatever else I got going on. My events for 2023, I'm pretty much done for this year. I'm just wrapping it up, dropping content. But again, my Facebook, Instagram, and my Twitter, as well as if you guys are interested and would like for me to be a part of any type of grassroots conversation, any podcast, definitely go to my website, again, differenceworld.net, and you can book me. I'm free of charge as of now. Also, you guys, don't forget, Christmas is right around the corner. It'll be a good time to get all the people in your family that are book readers and bookworms. My book, What If? A Controversial Paradigm Shift. It's a book that's written to encourage and inform thought-provoking conversations about injustice and systemic racism in America, and I've done this through graphic and provocative illustrations. So please be advised that this gift is a sensitive content, and so if you can't take this type of heat, still come on to the kitchen. That's why this book, again, is written to encourage conversation from all sides of the table, you know, black, white, whether if you're against it or for it, whatever the case may be. This is for you to, you know, voice your opinions and have that conversation and, you know, push and create systemic change instead of talking about systemic racism. Let's push for systemic change. So if you guys are interested, you can go online to my website, again, differenceworld.net. All right, everybody, and moving on to the next topic on the agenda, we have our mental health awareness check. With that being said, anybody out there that's going through any type of mental health anguish or mental, you know, stress, being bullying, anxieties, whatever the case may be, you know, it's Christmas time, it's a depressing time, especially, you know, for people like me who's dealing with the loss of a loved one at this time of the year. It'll be a year, December 26, 2022, since my mother has passed. She died in my arms last year, the day after Christmas, and I'm very anxious about it, but I'm working through it, and I'm doing the best that I can. So again, like I said, anybody out there that's going through the same thing that I'm going through, please know that it is okay to not be okay, but do not sit there and not be okay. Go get whatever help that may suit you best, being talking with a therapist, a family member, friend, you know, medication, whatever the case may be, you know, picking up a hobby, staying busy, volunteering, whatever the case may be, you know, making a YouTube video, just like me, whatever the case may be, man. Just don't sit there and not be okay. If you need it or know anybody else who need these mental health resources, please feel free to share it with them. The crisis hotline number is 1-800-273-8255, or you can text or call 988, or if you would prefer to text, you can text 741-741. For those that would prefer to go online, you can go to mentalhealthishealth.us, or you can go to 988lifeline.org. Or for those that are outside the U.S., you can go to encounseling.com. Again, that is spelled ENCOUNSELING.com. And again, please remember, you guys, do your own homework, your own research, and find what works best for you. Although I am sharing these resources with you guys, you are the captain of your own ship. And just again, remember that it's okay to not be okay, but never, ever, ever sit there and not be okay, especially during the holiday season. And again, I want to encourage everybody out there to make sure you guys are checking on your loved ones during these times, be sending them a text message, popping up on them, calling them, setting up little lunch dates, making sure you let them know that you love and cherish them. What else I was going to say? My mind went blank. And so with that being said, let's just keep it moving, you guys. What else we got going on in Difference? Well, next week, we're going to be closing out the end of 2022. So I got a couple of vlogs dropping for you guys. Be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping, it's Tuesday, so our social awareness vlogs I'll be dropping. I think we'll do the AIDS HIV awareness. December is AIDS HIV awareness month, and so I'll be dropping a vlog clip for that. And then that's why you have to hit that subscribe button and that notification button, so when I drop these content, you guys will know and you'll kind of see what's going on in Difference World, yeah? And so with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and close out this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it today. Again, stay motivated, stay focused, and go out there and get what's yours. And like I said, you can have that come up like Cardi B or that come back like Robert D. There is no more in between. And whatever you guys are feeling that you're destined for, you got to manifest, plan, and prepare for it. And then it will surely come to you all. Difference World. Come and learn. Peace.
What if?
What if in 1619 Africans started dealing in slave trading?
The tables were turned around.
What if they kidnapped millions of Englishmen, women, and children from their homeland and brought them to America on a slave ship?
What if a controversial paradigm shift is a book written to inform and encourage consistent, thought-provoking conversations about injustice and systematic racism in America through graphic but provocative illustration? What if provides a different perspective by detailing controversial deaths and events as four categorized paradigm shifts: historical, political, precedent, and hypothetical? What if? A controversial paradigm shift by author Difernt. Go to differenceworld.net.